Hello and welcome to Donegal Overlanding. Today we're going to show you how to install some LED strip lights into aluminium profiles, which you will see are a fantastic solution to a problem I have with the 6 swing arms. So the courier has arrived, next day delivery from Xpress Electrical in Dublin. Decided to shop local rather than getting it off eBay, and obviously arrived within 24 hours. Also got myself some 4-core cable. This is just testing out the LED strip lights. You can see we have a opal coloured diffuser which has a little channel, and you can see the difference on the right hand side. So I have an angled bracket for the back here, and I need to cut this bar off because it would get in the way. Having to be very careful not to go through and burning your fingers. So that moves nice and freely. Checking out the measurements, making sure we get it all centralised, and just confirming that it is 2 meters long. So we're going to attach it using Gorilla tape. There was screws etc. supplied, but I didn't have the right drill bits, and this seemed like a very simple and easy solution. So I just cut little sections and stuck it on the bottom of the profiles. Now I have an L bracket here which supports the swing arms, so I've had to cut the channel so that on one of the arms there is a gap with no LEDs, so that it can be closed without damaging the strip lighting. So I'm just now lining it up and I'm pushing it onto the swing arm. And the Gorilla tape is fantastic, it glues really well. And then you just put a gentle pressure on the pads, and the same on the other side. I'm just running my hand along here to make sure it's all lined up perfectly. And the one on the back plate is angled downwards, so it's not directly in your face. This is normally used for corners. And now I'm just measuring the tape, because obviously I have to cut this. It's 5 meter rolls of strip lighting, so I need to cut it. And you'll see there's little parts marked with scissors, little copper terminals, and you get a pair of scissors and just cut them on the mark. And that means you're able to solder them onto some wiring. So you can see here, I found the mark, get the scissors and just simply snip it. It's very simple. Now you will have to pull back this rubberized silicone waterproof coating. These are IP67 I think it is. So you pull it back and you cut it off. And again I'm measuring the back plate here, which is 2 meters. The 4-core wire, I'm stripping it off. Now I did learn afterwards you could strip all 4 of them together at the one time, but I only found out afterwards. This is my first attempt at soldering in my entire life, so bear with me. I'm just tinning the wire and the metal contacts. And it's important that you get the wires in the right sequence. It's red, green, blue, and this one actually has a white, which is black in this case. And I've pulled the backing paper off, and it's now going to stick to the aluminium channel. Very high quality channels these, honestly, absolutely fantastic. Couldn't recommend them enough. Now at this point I actually have a little connector there, but I changed that once I learned how to solder properly. I'm now sliding on the diffuser here. That's it lit up. I've now got the back part on. You can see how well that looks. And that's the 3 of them now fitted. It's raining, a little disco test. And I actually checked with it all on full power on white, it was drawing 3.4 amps. So you can see that's absolutely fantastic, the finish. Really pleased with it. One of the biggest problems with LED lighting is it's so intense and bright on your eyes. with the diffuser, that solves that problem. So if you want to get a set, head on to Xpress Electrical. I'll put all the links and every individual component in the description in the video below. Thanks very much. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. I ask you all the time and you always forget.